this world. A balance, feeling free. I'm a part of this place above. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see. Treetops of this world, a balance.
Okay, we live? Okay, mic live now. Got it, got it. Um, yep, so we are a little bit behind schedule here, but that's kind of always to be expected. It is a tradition whenever you host a big event that the technical issues do not pop up until right when the event starts. But Emil just did some wizard troubleshooting, so um, I mean, we're all programmers around here. At least Emil is, right? Listen, I just know a little bit more Python than the average bozo. So, welcome everybody to Popology Weekly number 10. So, can we get a mic check? Can we get a volume check on the microphone? Want to make sure that the volume is good and that we're ready to go. If the volume's good, then two thumbs up, ready for commentary here. So, mic is perfect according to Pressure Man. Thank you. All right. Got an exciting one for you folks. Another random duo. This is a fun game mode. Definitely one that we've been cooking up in the lab. Here you can see today's bracket. For today we have not quite 16 players. You see here we have a total of 13 players signed up for today. Where is Pressure Man? Emil, where's Pressure Man? I can't see Pressure Man in here. But there is a look at the bracket. Welcome Checkered, welcome Pressure Man, welcome Very Awesome Pro Newbie. Welcome all. Welcome everybody. So, we are just waiting for the word here from Emil to finalize this bracket, and once we're ready to go, we're gonna get into these matches. So, I'm just the commentator here. So, Emil, I'm kind of just waiting on. It's all me waiting on your cue here. So. Okay, we have a bracket update. There is the bracket update. And you see our bracket update now has 11 people in it. All right. Who's minimum I? I just noticed that myself. Okay. Once again, still waiting for the word to get going on these matches. Also, if anybody wants to get going here with or join me in the commentary booth. Okay, matches have now started. Okay, cool. Can we get some coverage of those matches? Let's get a feed on those matches, Emil. People are still joining. Okay. There you go. So coverage has started. And we're gonna get you guys going to a match in just a short while. Oh, oops, may have forgotten the tourney Bozo. So Bozo, that is indeed me. So true. As the legendary Spoon Oil would say it. So, I'm no Spoon Oil myself, but I do know a thing or two about some. Uh, uh, now go back to sniping in Giants. Oh my god. Jesus. Hey, Emil, Checkered says he's in a match. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, let's get into this. We're back ready to call some matches again. Really want some people in the commentary booth alongside with me here, but I'm Red Laserbeam, and here in this first round match, we got Checkered versus Pressure Man. And we have. Do I have mod perms in this channel? Oh, okay, never mind. We've already banned Muffle. But yeah. First round map is Star, and we can kind of see some trouble here from Checkered getting the Sentai down. He does get the Sentai down. Dartling start from Pressure Man. Pretty good start here from Checkered right now. And now the stream's frozen for me. Yeah, stream just froze up for me. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting back to it. Both these players are ecoing with blues here, so this is telling me that we got an eco strategy, probably anticipation here of a high amount of stall, but Sentai on checkered screen aiming towards the top of the screen, it actually is causing quite a bit of anti-stall to occur in this matchup. I have a feeling here that Dartling was one of the random towers, one of the towers that was selected at random for this matchup. You see a difference in hero selection right from the get-go. The choice of Staroko from Pressure Man versus the choice of Sentai from Checkered. And the first Staroko steal coming out. At least I think it's a Staroko steal, yeah. Alright. Next we got these white balloons. And Checkered is seeking an option here to take care of the black balloons that are going to come around on round 6. Check out the boat play, though, from Pressure. One of the big things about going for boats over going for more eco, when you actually go for eco, you do get more money in the long run, but going for the boat gives you better liquidity. And I think that's the goal here for Pressure. Better liquidity, and maybe an ability to rush. Not entirely sure what kind of rush you'd hit against Sentai, but it's just going to be one of those wait and see type deals. Pressure does get the Merchant Man up on to round 7. Now Pressure Man going to be faced with some group yellows here. This is going to compel some action depending on how long Checkered can sustain these yellows. Pressure going to try and hold without buying extra defense. Going to aim the Dartling here and take a couple leaks, about 100 leaks here. Ooh. Little rough. Pressure does finally decide to respond here, getting a second Dartling. Able to tank without buying too much extra defense. But I think he slightly misjudged how much those yellows were going to hurt him. All right. Meanwhile, Checkered to this point has not yet upgraded his Dartling. Going to get a second Dartling, uncross-pathed. Going to cross-path it now. Those camo balloons starting to become a little bit of an annoyance. 88 lives to 67 lives, the current score, as Checkered now sending, actually both players sending Zebra Eco at each other, constant Zebra Eco. Pressure needs to be careful right here. Is the Dartlings in the boat enough? Looks like it. And Checkered wants to up the pressure with regen Zebras. This is going to force some action here from Pressure. He's trying his best not to do anything, but he has the boost. The regen Zebras put a little bit of extra DPS behind that Pressure. So now Pressure going to be without the boost on round 11, but I don't think Checkered has an immediate opportunity to punish. Both players actually kind of broke right now. Neither player getting the HRP at this point in the game. Checkered perhaps in a bigger in a bigger doozy of a situation here than Pressure. He sent so many Zebras that he did not have a chance to get his HRP. Now sending a lot of leads over Pressure's way, trying to compel the HRP buy. Oh, a lot of balloons headed Checkered's way. He panic boosts, and he's going to die to the Check Rainbows. It's game over. A poorly thought out sequence of events that started with the Pressure regen Zebras, which left him unable to afford the HRP on round 11, then against the Check Rainbows on round 12, the Eco Rainbows on round 12, doesn't get the HRP in time, too focused on trying to pressure something out of Pressure Man, and loses the game. God, I wish Checkered could play that badly when I face him in ranked matches, because he's actually he's actually like he's undefeated against me in ranked this season. Because he actually doesn't play like a bozo when he plays against me. He plays like a bozo against everyone else, but not against me. But yeah. All right. We are watching Games and Gains versus Laggy Guy. I'm not sure who Laggy Guy is. Games and Gains is relatively new to the community, and joined this game, I think, sometime late last season or early this season. So, a developing player trying to get better at the game. I think we're watching a game which could very well end up going quite late. Now, I see Helly Elk, and I don't see Gwen. And this makes me think that Smudgecat was one of the random towers selected. Yeah. A lot of eco right now, both players focusing on farms. And then the way that this mid game works right now is that players generally don't have a lot of rushing money in this early game, around round 13. It's hard to get that rushing money available. Now maybe Laggy Guy here has an angle where he can try for a rush. He's got 3 times 200 farms, gonna get a nice little cash injection here of about 280 times $3, which is, what is that, 560, 840. So, cash injection about $840 there. Decided to put the money into lead to gold, maybe rubber to gold afterwards. Oh, now he's going to check rush Games and Gains. Lots of rainbows, zebras, purples on top. Games is going to try and defend this without taking action. It's going to be close. Oh, no. So that's Legend Light that was on the right. And Legend does take the win right there. So unfortunate loss for Games and Gains. I think he does understand there that, he can try and defend, do a great defend right there, but that high volume rush, too high volume for Gains to handle, ends up taking the L on that one. So now I want to tell you, while we're waiting for the next match here, I want to tell you I got this bacon and avocado club sandwich for lunch. So this is gonna go kind of hard because we got bacon, right? We got avocado, and there's some chipotle sauce on here too. So I mean, this bangs, dude. This is absolutely fire. Let me take a bite of this right now just to verify. All right. Oh yeah. That's wild right there. All right. Salty on the left, minimum on the right. You're looking at Dart and Farm, I think, as the random towers. On both sides, we see Dart and Farm, Salty picking Starico, minimum picking Churchill. Let's see here. I'm disappointed you didn't die round one. Frontliner on games and gains chat. Oh, we got a rush headed minimum's way. And minimum is going to boost to defend that. I think. I'm pretty sure he boosted. Yeah, he boosted any Churchill 3'd. Minimum just boosted and Churchill 3'd against a check around 11 rush, which he really didn't need to put that much action into. Now he's equaling Rainbow, so Salty definitely going to come back here for the re-rush. Leads, regen Rainbows. Here it is to win the game. Big rush from Salty. Sold all the farms to do it, and he is going to power through and win this game. A fairly decisive win that started with a massive misplay from Minimum. Overreacting to the round 11 check rush, leaving himself vulnerable for the round 13 re-rush. Good play from Salty. Oh. Hey Emil, if Smiley gets booted from this tournament, ping him to get in the commentary booth with me, okay? Dude, this sandwich, dude, it is something else. This hits hard. Man, I love this. All right. So, because somebody tell me who the opponent on the right is. You bozos keep putting in some really stupid names. I can't read that. But we do have Alexis Mellons on the left, though. And a rather peculiar choice of towers, by the way. I think this is going to be one of those cases where, you know, this. So, I want to think that this is going to be a game that goes long. We're playing on Star, right? I think we've seen enough matches that, like, something's bound to go long, right? We just haven't seen that yet. We just haven't seen long matches yet on Star, a map which tends itself towards long matches. I feel like we're missing something there, you know? But anyways. Round 11 incoming. And loading on the right has Bomb Sub. Alex on the left has Bomb Mortar. So Bomb's probably one of the random towers. And I think Super's the other one. Guys, I think loading's running Bomb Sub Super. So. And again, at this point in the game right here, it's just all about getting your strong eco right here. Alex is going to try and check rush here with some regen rainbows. That's not a good move because loading can just Gwen cocktail if he really feels in danger. He's not going to cocktail. So he's going to take the lives. He's going to leak the lives. Oh, loading's coming back. He's going to R-Rod this one. Alex is going to Biker 3 to try and defend. Panic boost from Alex, however. Not sure if that boost was necessary. So. Hey, Emil, Twitch chat's screaming at you to change the title because it says Popology 8 or something like that. Alright. Alex is going to be without boost here for round 16. which is when Cerams are available. There is a chance for Loading to try Ceram Rush. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it. He has stopped ecoing. Now he's resuming ecoing again. I think he thought about it, but then decided against it. Again, he's playing an eco strat, so he doesn't necessarily have the liquidity to punish the boost for a kill. But he nonetheless was able to scam Alex out of one of his boosts early. Now, this point in the game right here, I think this is where Mortar is going to shine. Because Alex has quite a few options for round 17, round 18, round 19 defense. And I think part of the ways that he can afford that flexibility is through ABAT. Although, maybe Alex wants to try something more exotic. You can see here that he is ecoing with just yellows to try and make sure he has enough liquidity. Now he's going to get the Moab, and he goes for the unupgraded Super to defend the Moab. Should be able to defend this without further action. Yeah, there he goes. This should be just fine right here. Stopped his eco for a short while. I want to point out in this whole time period here, Alex was just ecoing these yellows and not really sending any blacks or anything. So now Loading going to send, he's going to receive an F Moab and a Moab behind it, and it's going to be boosted. Purple's underneath, but they're not going to do anything here because the Gwen Cocktail's well placed. That F Moab getting very far. The F Ceram's going to power through. Alex is going to win the game on the choke F Moab send. Loading was unable to respect the liquidity that Alex had built up. And that's how Alex gets the win on that one. Something you gotta understand, when you eco yellows instead of blacks, not only are you saving up money to build up defense, you're also saving up money to do those check rushes like Alex was able to do. I think Loading was ecoing with the anticipation that he was not going to get sent anything, when in fact, he was going to get sent something. Alright. This is Games and Gains versus Legend Light. Game 2, and you see here Games and Gains with a tack spot which is questionable. He's anti-stalling for what it's worth, but he's also getting layered on and losing quite a few lives to start this one off. Really needs to get Blade Shooter here. Yep, pre-round 5. Now, for as much as I don't ask what that tech name or spot is, I'm not going to read that tech name. But anyways, the Blade Shooter should be, even though it's not exactly the best spot in the world, he should be able to hold fine for now. And I'm talking about games. I'm talking about his tack spot. Now, obviously, Legend has the same tack spot, but he has it for a different reason. He wants to use the better Churchill spot. So I can understand the tack spot taken by Legend. Also needs to be able to pop those blacks before they get to Churchill. So, all right, this is where I'm going to take another bite of this amazing bacon avocado sandwich. This goes hard, guys. You gotta get your veggies in somehow, right? Mm. Oh, Jesus. I think Games and Gains is he's pretty damn close to dead, if not already dead. Yeah, he just leaked down to 1 life, and that was just after 1 bite of the bacon avocado sandwich. So, okay, I'm going and buying a bacon avocado sandwich later. Thanks, Red Laser. Listen, I'm cooking I'm cooking, all right? When I propose these things, I'm cooking. So, there's a choke rush, by the way, from Legend and Light. I'm pretty sure we saw that one coming. Games and Gains didn't, unfortunately. And he's down and out of the series 0-2. So, All right. Alex versus Loading, the next match in this series. Again, we saw Alex get the win off of a clever play where he was able to understand the liquidity better than his opponent. No one tell him that reactor exists. I'm sure I'll learn next time to use reactor in that situation. But all right. So I got a question for you guys, chat. What are you guys eating for lunch? All right. Because again, I've already talked about the bacon and the avocado sandwich, right? What are you eating for lunch? What are you guys eating for lunch? Does it have nothing? That's horrible pressure, man. Now checkered knows what's up. The also with the bacon avocado sandwich. You've got to try broccoli in ketchup. Kill yourself. What do we got right here? The curry I made yesterday night. What you got in that curry? Let's see. Do you like mac and cheese? I like mac and cheese when it has mac and cheese when it has the bacon in it is good. When you put the buffalo mac and cheese with the buffalo sauce. That's actually surprisingly fire. No, actually, mac and cheese and you put the broccoli in it, right? Cuz then the broccoli gives it like more of a complex flavor, right? I see how your finger slipped earlier now, Red Laser. Yep. It's just a little slip of the just a little slip, you know? I have mac and cheese like half the week for lunch. Man, that's crazy. See, I feel like in order to have good mac and cheese, though, that like you got to put something in it, right? Because if it's just cheese and pasta, right? I feel like that's just too vanilla. Throw potatoes, onions, carrots with the curry cube thing, and cook rice, and that's how you make curry. Huh. Interesting. So, back to the game here, by the way, real quick. You see here Loading using Heli along with Gwen, which makes me think that we're gonna see a Heli Alk angle from Loading. Meanwhile, from Alex, we see the Druid, we see the Quincy, right? And we see, oh wow, he's actually, I tell you what, Alex has got a pretty fire tower combination here. I'm excited to see what he's able to pull off here. Um, so all right, getting back to it on round 3. So not too much should happen in this game early on, ideally. I am a little nervous about, how Alex is going to handle the early rounds, but if these guys play according to Nash equilibrium, there really shouldn't be a rushing opportunity for either player during the game's rush heavy rounds. So now check out this layering right here with the blues and the pinks. Again, that's something that's standard whenever you play eco. Alex is going to respond by getting the lightning on his druid. Let's see what he leaks down to, whether or not he's able to hit the 70 lives that he needs to get to. He still needs to leak a few more lives in order to get max buff on his druid. So another important thing to keep in mind, right, is you want to make sure with your strategies, what even at least what Loading's doing here, even though he's not playing against farm, he is trying to stall this game as much as possible just to make sure that he has as much money as possible for the late game, which inevitably will not happen because one of these bozos will choke rush the other and win in the mid game. The reason I'm confident in saying this is because it's happened pretty much in all the matches we've seen so far casted in this tourney. So I'm just calling it like it is. I'm just calling it as it is. All right. I mean, that's the thing about this game. Everybody talks about, this strategy is so good. It's gonna go all the way to round 30, and then or all the way to round 40, and then you win, right? And then what happens is that you just let your guard down for like, I don't know, like a fraction of a second, right? Like a big old fraction of a second, right? And then suddenly you're flooded with like 5k worth of regen rainbows. It's game over at that point. So And I mean, you guys have seen it during ranked matches too. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it, right? Because that's how all my ranked matches end, at least, right? And I've only played like let's see, how many matches have I played? Someone could probably look that up on the Super Tiger bot. I've probably put together about 100 matches so far this season, something like that. And yeah, I just don't have a lot of matches that go late because it's just choke rushes, right? Either I'm choke rushing and I win, or I get choke rushed and I lose. I have 700 matches somehow. Wow. See, that's wild to me. I can't imagine investing like that much time, right? Okay, okay, Mal, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, Mal. I'm listening. Type it out. You got a math PhD, right? Yes, I do have a math PhD. This is correct. 75 plus 87 is 162. So there's your quick maths for the day. Yep. We made it to round 11, by the way. Not too much action so far. Alk buffing his druid, getting ready to receive a choke rush with some purples, which I'm a little surprised about. I think Loading was trying to coax out Quincy, not able to do so. Alex able to buy all of his upgrades in time while sending the rainbows over Loading's way. You have 160. Okay, so I have 162 games. Wait. Below 50% win rate. I've lost a lot of games that I should have won. So, by the way, Loading just died to some camo purples because he's a bozo, thus proving my points precisely. Exactly proving my point. I called it. I literally called it. I was looking away at the chats for like a millisecond, and he's dead. He's literally dead. He's literally dead. Nobody wants to take the games late because they don't know how to take them late. You know, everybody in like you guys in NK Court are like, oh, late game, no rushing, late game, no rushing, and it's just that's how y'all want to play, and then y'all end the games like round 12, boosted camo purples. So ridiculous. So. But yeah, Yeet Boy, me being below 50% win rate, that's 100% reason why I'm not getting T100 this season. There's no way that's happening. Oh, we got some boosted yellows headed 51's way. The Boomer started chasing and he had to react to that. Oh my god. Let's see here. Loading says it was too laggy to upgrade to IRF. That's actually unfortunate. But anyways, we got Regen Zebras headed legend. Is that legend on the right? I'm pretty sure that's legend on the right. He's gonna respawn here with double dartling, double powerful darts, plus the X2X dartling. We see a difference in approaches here from these two players, 51 aliens with the Dora and the Boomer. Both players with the Dora, by the way. I just wonder exactly what Laggy Guy has in his disposal playing Dartling Eco. Maybe it's Dartling Ice Super. All right. So we're gonna run a bet here, and the bet is gonna. Well, actually, I can't even. I wish I could run a bet, but I'm gonna take a bite of my bacon avocado sandwich, and we're gonna see whether or not one of these players dies while I'm taking the bite. It's gonna be a pretty good deep bite right here too. I got one of the corner pieces, right? So the bread has more structure around the edges, and it makes for like a really structured bite, really clean bite. So. Mm. 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 Oh, there's the rush. Look at that shit. Look at that. And he's gonna boost too. Is he gonna survive? God, he's dead. I'm literally still chewing. guys, I'm literally still at 2 and he's dead to the R-Rod, dude. I gotta apologize for speaking while my mouth's full, but I literally called that 100%. By the way, Wilfie, if you're watching this Twitch chat, you were so damn wrong about 103 SPAC. All right. I just saw a boosted HRP, boosted spike pile. It just died to a check R-Rod. All right. You guys got to rush SPAC more. That's what I've learned from that match. All right. You guys got to rush that SPAC. Everybody wants to talk about 103 SPAC like it's indestructible. That's the most destructible spike pile I've seen in a long time, man. Dude just rolled over and died. Anyways, bracket update. We got a bracket update. Pressure Man's already into the semifinals after beating Checkered. We got 51 versus Legend. I think that's still in progress. We got Mao versus Alex, which we're about to see right here. Mao versus Alex. Excited to see how this one kind of unfolds. I think Alex is playing a little. He's better than everyone might think he is. At least he's doing better than everyone might think he'd be doing in this tournament. Is that are we gonna see like Boat Elk SPAC or some variant on Mao's side? Meat Boy says Alex is not good. I don't know, man. He ain't lost in this tournament yet, so I can't call him bad just yet. Well, I will say he is leaking. So I'm not a big fan of Ben Boomer, right? Because look at because these greens are going to layer on Alex quite a bit. He's got some serious risk of leaking below 50. Look at this. Boost match from Alex, but he's still going to leak down about 50 lives here. So my main concern right here is that I think he needs to get Glaive Ricochet this round. Because Mao is still piling on the layering, and Alex could very well be dead this game right now. Yeah, he's in trouble, dude. Because he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money for Glaive Ricochet. This is gonna be game over right here. Alex panic buys the 2XX boomerangs. Mao is leaking down to 70 lives, but that's the least of my concerns right now. Alex right now needs some defense fast. He's gonna boost again, exhausting one more boost. No Benjamin at this point in the game either. Mao already got his Benjamin up. Alex has to buy the Glaive Ricochet, and the soonest Alex has a chance here to buy Benjamin is round 5 now. Maybe. Yeah, actually, he did get his Benjamin up. Yep. So, yeah, I think Alex just exposed himself right there during that sequence. Now he hasn't lost the game yet, thankfully, but he definitely has put himself in a not good position to start this game off. And we also know what happened earlier against 51 Aliens, guys. You know, he got those group yellows sent against him. And I think Alex needs to be thinking about that when round 7 comes around, that he could get round 7 yellows get sent against him. It's possible. I see Mao, though, trying to set up for this Merchant Man. I'm not sure if is it possible to get round 6 Merchant Man with this configuration? Not sure, but we're about to find out. So, Eat Boy begging Mao to send the spaced whites. Now round 7 incoming, and Mao gonna go for those grouped yellows. Alex already has this. Sorry, that's Alex going for group yellows. I'm a bozo. But Alex going for those group yellows here. I think Mao trying to get the Merchant Man up pre-round 8. Does get it up. Alex, meanwhile, upgrades his spike pile. I understand that Alex is a little low on lives, but I'm a bit surprised that he didn't try to build up more eco at this point in the game. I think we're going to hit a situation where Mao's gonna have he's gonna have a big cash advantage in the mid game, and he should be able to translate that into a better late game. The way that I see this right now, I do really like Mao's chances of winning, even though he hasn't won yet. So, Zebra's headed Alex's way. They're going to test the spike pile. I don't think this is what Alex wanted to see right here. Really wanted, he has built up that spike pile for 2 rounds, but again, that's a 103 SPAC. Bernie stuff helping to eat things away. Alex using Ben to activate that spike pile, give it a little bit of strength. Just what the doctor ordered at the start of round 10. Now round 11 incoming soon. Meanwhile, Mao also having to deal with some stuff happening on his side of the screen. Boat Mortar SPAC versus Boomer Mortar SPAC, and I think Mao has played the first couple of rounds beautifully, amassing the money advantage and the lives advantage. It remains to be seen exactly how Alex can overcome this disadvantage. Now, he does have a Alex does have a pretty comfy defense configuration, however, with 302 Boomer, plus the XX3 SPAC, plus the Decamo Mortar. Well, now he just decided to buy more glaives, which I'm kind of, I'm not sure exactly why he did that, because he's just going to stunt his own eco doing that. I'm honestly not sure why exactly Alex decided to buy more glaives. Because if he's really in a panic, you know, he can just sell the Spag Factory and buy the more glaives then when he gets a check rush. Here he is going to get check rushed with some group zebras. It's not going to do anything, but yeah, I think guys, I think we're watching the slow death of Alex's melons in this tournament. Because he's going to get to round 17, and he's not going to have any more than 1,200 eco, I don't think. Only way Mao loses this is from ZOMG all out. Yeet Boy, I think even from ZOMG all out, I'm not sure if Mao, I'm not sure if Alex can put together enough money to straight up kill him. So, I just, I don't know, man. So, all right, let me take another bite from the sandwich. All right, because we're about to get to the point with the Moabs. I want to make sure I want to get this in my system before we see the Moabs incoming. Oh yeah, that's good. Wait, have I actually beaten you before? I'm pretty sure you still hold the. I'm pretty sure you still hold the lead against me in the season series. It's got to be like 2-1 or something. Really, 3-4. Damn, I didn't realize. When the hell did I match up with you? But sometimes I just have some really lopsided matches against opponents who are who really should be either the same skill level as me or not as good as me. We got Nefmo. I've headed Alex's way. It's not going to do anything here because the Spike's going to be able to tank it, but Alex is nonetheless responding by trying to get some Moab defense, which I'm a little surprised about. Again, Alex's spikes here, he can tank about 2 F Moabs safely, maybe even a third without extra defense. Once I was named 8th is equal to Bib and Gong earlier. Once you really outplayed me. Oh, okay. That's probably why I don't remember all those matchups I had against you. So Alex has gotten to the point here where he can full sustain pinks. He is able to full sustain the pinks here. And again, I think the big issue that's going to be had here is money. I'm just not sure if Alex can deliver a big enough rush to kill Mao. He stopped eco. Yeah, Alex has stopped eco here. He wants to send an FCOMG, guys. No, he doesn't. He's gonna get an FC. He's gonna get a ZOMG his way. That's gonna take some action here, because Alex has to deploy the factory start of round 23. Yeah, no, Ben 10 was kind of a mistake there. There comes the SPAC, and the boost from Alex. It's his last boost of the game, and he'll be able to defend this just fine. And I do wonder if he could have defended that without the boost, because now he's no longer going to be able to boost a spike pile if he decides to take this game very late. He's going to decide not to take this game very late and send a hell of a bunch of BFBs Mao's way. Let's see how Mao tries to defend this. He's sending FCOMG Alex's way, not leaving himself with a lot of money. Mao going to start off by getting big one. Now he gets biggest one. He gets biggest one. Mao going to defend with biggest one. Alex, meanwhile, still needs to defend the FCOMG on his side of the screen. That spike pile in the back is not going to be enough. Mao to defend 8 BFBs, gets biggest one, and he's going to absolutely stomp on those BFBs and to easily defend. Great job from Mao. Now it's Alex's turn to pull off the defend. He's getting the spike pile ready. But round 24 is still going to last for quite some time. We need to see those rainbows come in, those natural rainbows before... Yeah, now here we go, here we go. Round 25 started. Ben 3 and the spike pile, but no boost on Alex's side. And Alex doesn't have it. He doesn't have any... He just doesn't have any DPS. He's cooked. Alex is cooked about 15, 16, 17 times over. Panic F Moab's coming from Alex here to try and save the game against Mao, but Mao with biggest one is going to be able to defend this without trouble. That's going to be GG. Mao is going to take the win against Alex after a mid-game rush gone bad. Mao easily able to defend his mid-game rush while Alex unable to defend his. Great strategy there from Mao, and great game knowledge, recognizing the ability of biggest one to crush rushes, BFB rushes, just like that one right there. It's no little snippet of knowledge, which I think anybody who has played matches against Tiger 72 would know very well. You get biggest one, and you can defend the Czech FCOMG, you can defend the BFB rushes. It's quite powerful. It doesn't come up a lot because you only see it in panic situations, but it's one heck of a panic upgrade to buy. So, all right, 51 Aliens versus Legend Light. We're on to round 18, and a rather peculiar looking strategy here from 51 Aliens. Darts, NG, Farm versus NG, Sniper, and a Dart as well. So this is going to test the knowledge of... This is going to test Sniper versus Farm. And honestly, when it comes to Sniper versus Farm, you want to... you ideally have Farm. Look at Laggy Guy. He's actually struggling to these F Moabs. He's struggling to these F Moabs. He needs to pop this F Moab. Gonna boost! It's going to be too late, or is it? He is going to defend, but now he has a second F Moab to face. More pressure from 51 Aliens. He's going to be off boost to try and handle this F Moab. Again, needs to pop this F Moab layer somehow. Oh, and a boost from 51 Aliens. It's going to win him the game. The boosted F Moab to win the game. Incredible. What a play from 51 Aliens. There was too little DPS on Legend Light's side to defend the F Moabs. He was able to defend the first one barely on boost, but 51 Aliens already he had queued up a late second F Moab that Legend had to deal with off boost. And that was just too much. All right, Mao versus Alex. Game 2 coming up. Mao up 1-0 in the series. Now I want to. This is a really interesting configuration that Malwa has going: Ice, Quincy, and Farm. Is he gonna try and run like some tack ice farm kind of shenanigans? It'd be interesting if he tries that. I just don't like the anti-synergy that Quincy is going to have with Ice in the early parts of this game. Alex is recognizing that and starting off with some layering to try and compel some life leaks here from Mao. Now, again, Mao does have the ability to Quincy 3 if necessary against some of this early pressure, choosing to upgrade the Ice instead, trying to minimize those leaks. And he's got his Quincy. Look at this. Really smart play here from Mao. Getting the Quincy targeted on last, bringing those pinks down into yellows. He's still trickle leaking, but he has been able to stop the damage for now. A little bit of concern right here is now Mao does get the heli out. Gonna need that heli in order to deal with the white balloons. So Mao playing Heli Ice Farm, choosing to Ice Start to try and get some better farms going. Meanwhile, Alex with Boomer Eco, you see him ecoing the group greens here on round 5. So, let's see here. you guys are wild in this Twitch chat, dude. This it's just crazy. But yeah, guys, I think it's Heli Ice Farm on the right. I think it's Heli Ice Farm. You guys got some detective skills. Alex gonna boost some space blacks here against Mao, trying to compel leaks again. That Ice Monkey, again, not as effective when dealing with really fast balloons, but Mao had Quincy available to cull the leaks. Mao, though, down to 39 lives. Oh, and a lot of yellows headed his way. Panic boost from Mao to defend the group yellows. Now, it should be noted here, he got Razor Rotors, so he is going to be fine. That boost was definitely panicky in nature. The main goal here for Mao is going to be to take... Ironically, the goal is going to be for him to take this game late. Because I'm looking at Alex's composition right now, and I just don't see... I see a really tough round 28 ahead of him. Look at this. Some regen Zebras against Mao, but that's not going to coax anything. I do question the choice for that sort of rush when Alex doesn't have an obvious opportunity to set up for a re-rush or similar on round 11. Yellow says, I don't think he even needs to take it that late. I definitely I just have a lot of concerns in general for what Alex is cooking. Now Alex is going to buy the Morglaives in response to the check Zebras and Purples. Alex is probably going to Choke Rush, and Mao is not too familiar with HFI. You know, that is an interesting angle, because Mao is down to 37 lives, so the Choke Rush does seem a little bit more desirable, I think, than normal, right? Lack of familiarity on Mao's end, and also, yeah, look at this. A couple of group rainbows here just to check on Mao. Really testing his understanding of the defense. He is able to defend just fine. Leaks slightly to 32 lives. But yeah, I think I don't see Mao putting any pressure. Oh, look at this! A boost from Mao. I'm not sure why he boosted there. That had to be a mistake. He was in nowhere near a position to boost, I don't think. And here it is from Alex! Regen Zebras! Regen Rainbows, Zebras, Purples on top. Mao gonna defend with Ice Shards, plus Arctic Wind, and the Heli. Dissipates the rush with Quincy. Still in this game, Alex just took a shot at Mao. Mao having none of it, though. Buys the essential defense, keeps the game going. And don't forget, Moabs are coming up soon. Both these players need to think about what Moab defense is going to look like. Now, if Mao gets Embrit, he should be fine for round 17 and 18, right? About to figure out here how these guys want to rush. Interesting perspective here from Yellow, which I'll share here. After Mao defended, he could have sold farm to bait boost and then all-out Cerams on the re-rush to win. And I think this goes back to I think Mao sees Alex's side of the screen and thinks, I just want to play passive and progress the game to a point where Alex literally can do nothing to win. A very conservative approach, but you see that nowadays in modern Battles 2 play. Alex is playing quite skinny right now, though. He doesn't have essential F Moab defense on his screen at this time. F Moab headed Mao's way. Mao gonna respond by getting... He's got downdraft. Oh, the Quincy's not aiming at the F Moab. The Quincy's not aiming at the F Moab. Mao's in trouble. Mao's in trouble. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alex also defended an F Moab on his side of the screen with boost, but that kind of... I'm not gonna lie, that scared me a lot, guys. That really scared me. Mao was able to get those F-Cerams cleaned up with the help of downdraft, though. Had the Emperor up as well. But a big issue here, you see on Mao's side of the screen, no farms. Round 20 just came and passed, and Mao didn't get any farm money. Look at this, 2 F-Moabs from Alex, putting more pressure on Mao. Mao does not have the Moab shove yet. Quincy coming out again. This time it is aimed at the F-Moabs. Will Mao be able to defend? Oh, the F-Cerams are racing through! Oh my god, the screen lag. More pressure from Alex, but I'm not sure if this is going to do anything. Quincy 10 coming out from Mao as he works to cull the pressure. F-Moab coming behind the BFBs. This is going to put Alex in a bit of a shunt. Alex going to micro the X4X Boomer to take care of the F-Moabs. Meanwhile, he still has to juggle the BFB on his screen. That BFB going to pop into 4 Moabs. Alex needs an answer for that. What is his answer? Gets the Hellion patrol points. I'm not sure if that's going to do very well. More F-Moabs coming from Mao, headed Alex's way. Alex microing the X4X Boomer, once again delivering massive damage. Still defends and keeps the game going. While this is all happening, Alex going to send an FBFB over Mao's way. Mao tried to build a farm up while that was all happening. But now he has to defend the FBFB. Gets up the Moab shove to stall that FBFB, give himself time to defend. Alright, lots of rushing, lots of action. I think things have finally calmed down just a little bit though. Now Alex trying to continue to build up his eco. Big concern here for Alex though. Again, round 26 onwards. What is his plan? What will he do? F-Moabs underneath the FBFB. He wants to get some action from Mao. That one Moab shove, is it going to be enough? Quincy 3 coming out from Mao, dealing damage to the F-Moabs. Taking care of those F-Moabs, but also hitting the FBFB, pushing it apart into 4 F-Moabs, 5, 6, 7, 8 F-Moabs on Mao's screen, and now some purples underneath, a boost, a Quincy 10, can Mao defend on just 47 lives? He is able to defend. Huge moment in the game, and I think that just significantly bolstered Mao's chances of winning. On to round 25 we go, and as the game goes further and further, the level of concern grows greater and greater for Alex. Again, he doesn't have an obvious plan, I don't think, to defend round 26 onwards. We'll see what he has up his sleeve. He stopped ecoing here. He's got a lot of boomers on his screen. And I think Heat Boy is right here. I just don't see how Alex is going to be able to get the win at this point. I think, you know, he definitely needed to pressure and drain. Like, he needed to do something, right? He needed to kill Mao outright early on in this game. But I don't know, man. Round 26. Will Mao send? Not right now. Maybe he's scared of seeing those boomers, being able to destroy those DDTs. Oh! Boosted! DDTs! Both sides! Who defends? Mao's Icicle Impact is going to defend. The DDT on his side, I think. It's slowing it down, but don't forget those Ceram insides. The downdraft needs to take care of that. Mao does defend. More boosting, more Quincy tanning happening. It's getting really close on Mao's side, surprisingly close. Alex actually has a squeaky clean left side of his screen. And this was despite him being the player of concern when it came to DDTs. Round 28. Can Mao deliver the crushing blow to finally win this game? Here it is! Tights the Rams! DDT's underneath! Here it is to win! Can he do it? Can he do it? Quincy 10's not gonna be enough! Mao's done it! Mao's done it! He's done it! He's done it! He's done it! Mao staves off the pressure for 28 high-octane rounds and gets the win against Alex! What a play! Did that sandwich have cocaine in it? Possibly. All right, not going to give you a yes or no answer on that one. Do we got Smiley the Foot in here? Is that Smiley in the Foot that's just joined us in the commentary booth? Big ol' GG though. That was a heck of a fun game to commentate right there. Sad part there is Alex could have defended really easily. Huh, interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure if Alex could have defended that. But I don't know, man. Yeah, Ryan. You see Ryan popping in the chat. He says, he says it. I don't think Alex could have defended that. But I think a big issue there is that once you go for okay, so Smiley's actually not able to speak right now. We need to resolve that with him. Okay. We're gonna resolve that though. Yeah. Yeah, no perma is gonna be the death right there. So, all right. So we are trying to get Smiley the Foot on the microphone and ready to go. Let's see. You are just regular muted right now, Smiley. Check that some. Okay. So yeah, we're trying to get Smiley in here. Smiley, can you hear me?
Does it work now?
Yep.
Yay, let's go.
Let's get a check on the volumes between myself and Smiley. Are we good on volumes?
Yeah.
So
I'm looking, I think we're good volume.
okay, gotcha. So it'd be cool to get a check from chats, but if we're good, we're good. Once again, we are watching 51 Aliens versus Pressure Man. And Smiley, hopefully you were just watching that exciting matchup between Mao and Alex. Any
Yeah.
takeaways from that game?
That was definitely an exciting one. I think probably neither of them had the ability to micro first strikes fast enough, but that was probably the only way to have one of them live in that scenario. But if they're not fast enough, that's shame on them.
Now, here's something that we used to see this a lot on this map. We ain't seen it much as of late. We got Druid sub. All right.
Yeah, Druid sub is the most popular strategy. It was even meta at one point, and glue might even be a fine addition to it. It'd probably make it easier to defend. This could probably go to past round 22.
Unless this
Region Rainbows
51's way.
Unless Region Rainbows
He's
do
gonna
something.
boost.
Okay, boost Region Rainbows. That defends easily.
Okay, so matched boosts. 51 Aliens still fine at this point in the game. So I don't think you come back for the rerush, though. Do you come back? I don't think you come back for the rerush. I don't think there's enough
probably
money.
not. He could just buy ballistic and be chilling.
Yeah, he's got ballistic ready here, so I think that's gonna stave off all the any threat of a rush right here. Oh, Pressure's gonna try it anyways.
Oh, he tries it anyway.
Rainbows. It's boosted.
Yeah, I think he's completely fine. He defends infinite of these.
That was a big misplay because Pressure Man sold essential defense.
He can't defend anymore.
The surrender from Pressure Man, he severely misjudged how much 51 Aliens could defend.
Yeah.
That's a lack of
one ballistic reactor and Druid can defend a whole lot off boost.
Yeah. I think you're right about that, Smiley. You get reactor up, you get Bally up, and especially when you get it pointed at the entrance too.
Right? I wanted to see some glue action. Probably 3 or 032 glue probably could defend even infinite ceramics at that point.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Ryan Mahalik playing Druid sub glue.
on Koru. I think it was during one of his streams or something. But
Oh, really? I haven't seen that ever.
Oh yeah, speaking of Ryan, yeah, Druid sub defends extremely well on Koru because there's zero layering, the Druid maintains max attack speed, and the Oben Totem is in an excellent spot. Insight from Ryan Mahalik from the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. All those reasons definitely make sense.
Let me get a drink of water, and then I think are we going to go to the next game in the series here with 51 Aliens and Pressure Man?
Guess so.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Other insight from AKA 14-0, all of that, and Boomer is still meta on Kuro.
Oh, yeah. Well, Boomer's like probably meta because it's a lot cheaper. The Reactor plus Bally plus the Druid of Wrath is gonna be much more expensive than just a more glaives or microing turbocharges, so that's probably why.
Gotcha.
It can also stall ZMGs like much more. If they send a fortified ZMG and you have Druid sub farm on Koro, you kind of have to first strike it. And of course, first strike is very expensive, and that'll slow down your farms a ton. But with Boomer, you can like infinitely stall it and just deal with it round 26.
Yeah. You get like four of them Moab presses, right? And it does wonders, you know.
They do a lot. Usually I go for 5, which I think is kind of an overdefend, but I overdefend a lot anyway.
So we got this matchup here between Salty and Mao. Look at that Sentai spot there on Salty's side of the screen. I've seen Sentai before on this map, but
Yeah, Sentai's a little weird. And that wasn't the randomly picked tower.
yeah, he
Oh wait, they both got bombs of farm. Did they like get lucky with the random?
I think they got a little lucky with their random picks. Went bomb sub farm, and Salty wants to go with Sentai.
Oh yeah, I took a peek at the Discord, and their random towers are sub and bomb.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
then the
they got
choice of
pretty
farm's
lucky.
not too surprising. But yeah, I think Salty may have underestimated the bomb start because obviously Mao was able to do the bomb start okay, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess bomb start's really expensive, and if you have Sentai, you can definitely still start with sub, and sub is cheaper, so that's probably why he opted for that.
Right. Well, Salty's hanging in on his own right here. You see the subs doing a good job breaking apart those black balloons for Sentai to kind of deal with the cleanup, right? Salty does have the farming lead. I would assume, though, that actually, I would imagine that Salty should have the eco lead, right?
Well, no. Well, Eco would probably stay the same. Even Mao might have Eco lead right now because he's sending blacks.
Oh, yeah. That difference in eco strategy. That could be
Yeah.
Yep.
Difference in Eco. They both probably should be sending blacks.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause I
guess
feel like
Mao would definitely want to send blacks initially to force the air burst. Also, Salty definitely did not need triple guns there.
he's got some. He had some zebras headed this way there, so maybe he would have needed trip guns then, but I don't know. But remember, it's that big thing that I think some of the top players are starting to catch on, right? If you want the efficiency, if you want the eco of space blacks while being more efficient, you can send 3 sets of zebras and then 14 sets of whites. You can feign the pressure with the zebras and then just eco whites.
Yeah, I've heard that it's very, very bad to eco blacks on round 9 because mixing zebras and whites is just more efficient and faster.
Yeah.
Do whatever
11?
mix for whatever you want if you want more or less eco. Because blacks would just be inefficient and slow compared to whites and zebras.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
A little check rush headed Mao's way. Salty
Yeah,
boosted.
he was just forcing reactor. Now he's like fine for a long time.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're at a point in the game right here where, even though these guys are playing on little deep. Salty's
that's
leaking.
a little bit
Salty's
getting
leaking.
through.
Oh,
that looks
Salty's
like
in
death.
trouble. It's game
That's
over.
Death. That is death.
That bomb was only at 103, Smiley. I think that's why Salty was not able to hold.
Oh, yeah, if that was... yeah, it was a lot of... Kind of not a lot of balloons that went through, so if that was 203, that might have defended.
Yeah, I think there's just a little bit of complacency, on a map like Core, you're just you're just so used to the mid game being a point in the game where there isn't a lot of liquidity for rushing, and I just
Mhm.
don't think Multi was ready for that.
Well, usually on core, mid-game, like 13 to 17 is a lot of good time for rushing.
Hmm.
Like, even if there was more glaives, which of course there was bomb there, but I'm talking about usually more glaives. Like, sometimes you can push, like, rainbows and layer something through it if they're not expecting it. Or even just,
Right.
like, force them more glaives if they're trying to greed and just have a ricochet on the map.
Hmm. Whew. I tell you what, that was quite a smart play right there from Mao. Um,
Mm, definitely.
some because I'm so used to that kind of complacency, right? Where you just sort of, I don't know, you just get used to passive play, because there's a lot of risk to rushing in the mid game. But when you see that opportunity, right, and you just
Mm,
you got to take
yeah,
it.
unfortunate, but most of the games, like, become a lot more passive now, but rushes, they can do a lot if the opponent doesn't react correctly.
Yeah. So, a little update on our bracket. 51 Aliens did sweep Pressure Man 2-0. He is on to the finals. We still need to settle the matchup between Mao and Salty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1-0 unless we had missed something.
Yeah, I think it's 1-0 with Mao on top right now. We're headed to Star. And what kind of random towers did they get, I wonder? Let's see here. Just looking at this. Sniper Monkey Heli Pilot.
Yeah, I saw Sniper Helis are two random towers, and I'm looking back, and unless I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure it's just 1-0.
Okay, so it is just 1-0. So it's
Yeah.
match point for Mao. If he wins this game, he moves on to face 51 Aliens in the finals.
Yeah?
Yep. So, Heli Sniper, right? Smiley, let's say you get those two towers yourself, right? What composition you picking?
Heli Sniper, hold on, what map is it? I wasn't really looking too hard. Okay,
We're
Heli
on
Sniper,
Star.
Salty opts for Alk, which I think is a good option, to put with the Heli. Though Sniper and Heli is like a really weird, like, two towers to have together, because they're both, like, eco-farming towers. You only want to bring one, and definitely not the other. So having both is definitely, definitely makes this stuff up here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's gonna be interesting if this game does go late to see how precisely both players utilize the alt eco sources. Right. I think there's a general tendency to prefer the helicopter when it comes to alt eco. It might be one of those things where we see no e sniper flowcharts from
Yeah,
both
I
these
don't.
guys.
They probably won't be going for any sniper farms. What probably could happen is if this goes like round 30 plus, they'll fill the entire map with helis and then just fill all the crevices with sniper monkeys. But even past round 30, then you kind of need defense. So we might just never see sniper monkey farms.
Yeah. The big thing that Sniper is going to do for these guys, it's going to be the value round 26, um, the value round 26 defense. So I think both these players, if the game does end up going, say like round 26, round 28, that's just that late, I think they're going to be too scared to send each other DDTs.
Yeah, DDTs probably won't do anything if they both get up 420 snipers.
Heck, even Cerams, right? Let's say you go for them tight Cerams, because Salty's got Gwen,
Sarams, yeah, Sarams wouldn't do anything. Like, one set wouldn't do anything against Gwendolyn because he got Firestorm, but a second set would be kind of tough to defend without a bunch of Helis and Alchemist buffing them. So,
Hmm.
round 28 defense is going to be expensive.
Right. I'm trying to think of like what the best round 28 defense would be. I mean, I don't know. You could get like E Defender and place it near the Gwen, or maybe.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah. No, I can't really think of anything that'd be efficient other than Helis, because I don't think E-Defender would defend him. I mean, maybe it would if you set it to, like... No, not even Strong would work, because then that leaves a bunch of yellows, if I recall correctly.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, I
we're
really
about
think
to-
the most efficient way of defending tight ceramics is just heli spam, Apache spam.
guess we're about to find out just how well these players got this planned and ready to go.
Yeah, of course we have to see what they do.
Yep. So big questions here is right now both players just kind of doing their typical ecoing, right? Trying to build up their sources of incomes, right? Smiley, when do you think is the first big rushing opportunity for these guys, right? When's the round that you say, okay, I got to send something to my opponent?
It definitely depends what Mao has. If Mao also brought Alchemist, then round 13, like, might be the round, but people, like, in my experience, a lot of people underestimate the 4-2-0 Alchemist buffing the Razor Rotors. It defends so many region rainbows. So, if they could opt to send that, they could, if Mao doesn't have Alchemist, but if Mao has Alchemist, probably the first rush would be, like, maybe Ceramics if they try and send a ton of them, or Moabs. That'll probably be the first rush.
Gotcha. Now I was trying to think of other compositions that Mao could have, if not Heli Elk Sniper as well.
Oh, it's Spac.
Wow.
Look at that.
Huh.
Okay, so I think we're definitely getting around 13 rush here from Salty.
Ooh. Well, I've always talked. So there's been quite a bit of debate with the community over how rushable the 103 SPAC is. All right. Wilfie wants to say it's unrushable. All right.
I do say it's unrushable. I say it's like kind of needs an alchemist. Every time I've used it, I've always like had it alch buffed. I don't really separate them, but it defends quite a lot. Not ceramics, like it can defend like the leaks of a round 13 region rainbow rush, but ceramics it probably would die too.
Okay.
If you just like let it do all the work.
I think Mao actually wants to invest in a bouncing bullet. Look at this. He's gotten bouncing bullets.
Oh, bouncing bullet for defense. That's probably right. I probably would have gone for Razor Rotors first, but maybe bouncing bullet works.
You think the regrow farm is going to be any bit of an issue here?
Maybe not, because the bouncing bullets popping in all the balloons down to yellows, so then they'd have to regen to pinks and then blacks, which would take a long time, and probably Sentai and the heli would be able to pop them down by then. So maybe regions wouldn't be the best send. Oh, but it looks like he's
going to try
anyway.
something. He put 5k in the bank for this one, Smiley.
And a boost. A balloon boost.
And a boost. Sentai 3 coming out from Mao to try and greet
come
defend.
back to first? It does? Okay, yeah, he defends. He actually defended that without boost, so rerush probably would be a bad idea.
Yeah. I think Salty's committed here, though.
Yeah, he's
not
ecoing. Or he might be saving up for... Oh, no, he's rushing.
Here he comes.
He's rushing. He's about to get balloon boost
rainbows
back.
once again.
Another one.
He burnt another boost on that one. This one's not going to do anything, though, because Mao's got boost in his pocket, just bought the second heli. Yeah. Lots of purples on this. Look at this. And the boost from Mao.
He forced boost, but like that's not going to do anything
Coming
anyway.
Coming back is Mao. Vision rainbows to win the game. Here it is.
Oh, the cocktail. He
the cocktail's not going to work. It's over.
And he's dead. Yeah, that was definitely not a good rerush because selling his alchemist, now he couldn't defend, because if you rush all out first and they defend, then you would definitely die later, because then they have all their money spent in defense, they can sell it all, and then they all out you and you have no defense or money.
Yeah, I disagree with that decision from Salty to try rushing, just on the basis that he doesn't have farm, so he doesn't have the liquidity that he can leverage there to try and do something. Like he was able to force action on the first rush, right? But the problem was he just wasn't able to force enough action, right? It's not enough action.
I probably would have passive that, because Alchemist there would definitely outlate game Spike Factory, because really Supermines is like very inefficient for its cost, and alch buffing all your helis would be a million times better than a single Supermines.
Right. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We saw the consequences of that decision, and the consequences of that decision is a grand finals between 51 Aliens and Mao 1.
All right, excited to see it.
Take your pick, Smiley. Who you like?
Usually I'd probably bet 51 Aliens to win here, but Mao has I believe he's clean sweep the whole tournament. Yeah, actually all these matches have been 2-0. everything's been pretty
Woo.
what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Dominant
Pretty clean and
victories. All these
squeaky,
have
I'd
been
say.
dominant victories.
Heat Boy says Mao's gonna do it. Um, yeah, it's really tough to pick, because Smiley. When I think of 51 Aliens and when I think of Mao, I think of both of them as being like ace experts, right? The kinds
Ace.
that are just experts at triple tapping that tab key, right? Clicking left and right on the arrows, however they micro that ace, right? They make
Yeah.
that thing look like
I
magic,
don't know how
dude.
to ace micro, but if they do, let's see. It'd be funny if one of their random towers was ace as well. But I haven't played 51 Aliens too much. I don't match him very often, but maybe he's an ace expert. I wouldn't know. But he's probably got a lot of experience with other towers as well. But I've like only seen Mao play ace in my experience, so could
This
depend
is
on
gonna
what these random
be
towers are.
interesting here because these guys just rolled towers, Smiley, and they got
Let's
Ninja
see.
Monkey, Boomerang Monkey.
Ninja Boomer. Oh,
Ninja
how's that gonna work?
Boomer.
It'd be really interesting. I've seen a strat recently, Tech Ninja Farm, where you use like Ninja Flash Bomb with I'm pretty sure you need 2 in the middle path for it to decamo. But I've been seeing that like people use it as decam. It's not that popular, but I've seen it a little bit.
It's definitely, I mean, it seems enticing to me if maybe you wanted to pair it up with Churchill. Because, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe Churchill. And then with Boomer, you could just like more glaives, and Flash Bomb plus more glaives would probably defend a lot of rainbows or region rainbows too.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe even ceramics, because the flash bomb stun would like hold them there for a very long time.
I remember the last time. So the last time I had, I remember playing, because I was in weekly number, I think it was weekly number 4 that I actually participated in. I got smoked playing Bacon when I tried having defense consisting of, it was Churchill plus 3 flash bombs.
3 flash bombs. Wow. That is a lot of flash
Re-
bombs. That probably like defends a bunch of ceramics though.
it regrowed from rainbows like a bee.
Yeah.
B standing for balloon, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would definitely like regen farm. Well, probably like 1 you could regen farm off of. I feel like 2 it would defend if the Churchill's like shooting them as they're stunning though.
Checkered said, I just tried to fast forward you, red laser. I don't understand what that means. Please clarify.
Oh wait, hold on. I accidentally closed that Twitch. Open you back up. Fast forward? What does that even mean? I mean, on YouTube, like, sometimes it doesn't, like, put you forward as much as it should be. Sometimes it'll say it's live even though you're, like, 5 seconds behind. So some people just, like, turn it into 2x speed so it catches up, but I don't know if you could do that on Twitch.
So he was trying to fast forward through because I was talking. He was trying to get to the point where we were already playing the game, right? Because we
He
were just
tried
at a
to
point where we were
fast forward a
yeah.
live stream.
Yeah, he tried to fast forward a live stream. Yep.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, sorry, it's just us. Just me and Smiley.
Yep. There's nothing you can do. You have to suffer through us. Unless you like it.
Yeah.
Then I guess it's not suffering.
Alright, we're ready for game 1.
Alright.
Owl on the left and 51 Aliens on the right. It's a best of 5 series to determine the winner of the tournament.
Oh yeah, this is a best of 5.
Yep. So you get a little more fun. At least one more game of fun than the usual best of 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
At least.
Alright,
And
boomer
maybe
start
3.
on both sides.
That is a randomly generated Minecraft seed username from 51 Aliens we have here. I like how he's using my style of Minecraft names for towers. Maybe I'll open that seed.
I think
See what's
Aliens
on it.
wants to do. I think he wants to do round 1 Jerry, but he missed the round 1 Jerry.
Oh, he missed around on Jerry. That's tragic.
Yep.
Crying about it. Unfortunate.
Mao, meanwhile, going for Smudge Cat Azili. Now, why would you go for Smudge Cat Azili in this game?
I don't think Smudge is the right play at all, because I would say you could bring Smudge for, like, Moab... Actually, maybe Smudge for Moab defense, like, round 18. Round 17, though, is going to be a little bit tough, because even with round 1 Azili, you have to buy levels for that increased Moab damage.
Alright, Yellow's coming out. Mao trying to coax some leaks out of 51 aliens, but the 202 boomer plus the 000 boomer holding pretty strong at this point with not too many leaks. Aliens down to 110 lives.
Yeah, aliens is not going to leak a whole lot off of this. The 2 boomer start is usually what you want to go for with boomer. And he's doing it correctly.
Look at this. I want to point out here that so we did have an issue, right, with this composition, Smiley, right, where the big issue was we don't have a good decamo, right?
Yes.
And 51 Alien's solution to this was to bring a good decamo. Agree or
Yeah.
disagree with this decision?
I think it's definitely the right decision, and I think Mortar's a good pick for it too, because more glaives would not defend like infinite rainbows if you layer a ton, so Mortar's definitely good for like a little more DPS as well.
Okay, so both players able to safely get their Morglaives. We want to watch to make sure that they don't start chasing, right? Because once the Morglaive starts, or sorry, once the glaive
Ricochet.
chasing, it can end up turning out pretty badly. Because we saw during Ryan's
Ricochet chasing is the worst thing that can happen to Boomer. Though a lot of the times recently, it kind of like desyncs where on your side the Boomer might be like doing perfectly fine, but then they leak a ton, or the other way around. So sometimes you can like accidentally boost and it would do nothing because on their side they're fully defending, but on your side it looks like the Ricochet is dying.
Oh,
Like,
51's in trouble.
51
51
aliens
is getting,
is chasing a little bit. 51 not in a good scenario? Or is he fine?
I think
Actually, he
the
looks
extra
fine.
boomer is helping. I think the extra boomer is helping him defend.
Yeah.
He's also got the Jerry seal here to help him out with money. So Jerry up against non-Jerry means that 51 Alien's going to have a nice cash advantage to deal with here in this early game.
Yeah, quite a bit, too. And throughout the game.
All right. Mao able to defend just fine without having to buy additional defense, though. He's been just chilling just fine with the 302 boomer. Oh, look at this. He's brought Spack.
Spike Factory, I would say, is a fine pick. Honestly, I kind of picked Spike Factory. I think for both of my compositions, like as the other tower.
Oh, Aliens is chasing again! Aliens is in trouble! He's chasing again! Down to 50 lives!
Oh, it's down to 50. It's like consistently chasing, though. That's happened like 3 times, and that's the first time where it's leaked, so maybe Zebras could do something if Mal chooses to send them.
I think both these players should go from Zebras, honestly. Aliens has got to watch his money, because obviously you don't want to early steal here, right? So you want to hold that steal, don't... Okay, Zebras coming Mao's way. This is going to be interesting, because you see Boomer Mortar Spack without the mortar, and you got Boomer Mortar Spack without the Spack, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the cell! 51 Aliens sold the Spack. Mao does get it back in time.
Probably won't do a whole lot. That only got rid of like 3 spikes, maybe. But I mean, 3 spikes could make the difference.
I'm really liking what Mao has got configured here with this decamo ninja.
Yeah, so he did opt for the decamo ninja, though I'm thinking it will definitely miss. Like if 51 Aliens boosts camo purples, it would definitely get past the flash bomb. But I guess that's what the Spike Factory is for, to catch up those like stray leakers, because Spike Factory could clean those up definitely. So Mao's probably chilling here.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, especially when it's eco on eco, right? I don't think Mao's got anything to fear for at this point in the game right here.
Oh, wait, here comes Rush anyway.
Rush! Headed 51 Aliens way!
And boosted.
More glaives to defend.
More glaives, good defend. Kind of a close one. It did, like, get very far down the track.
Yeah.
Though, as you were saying with eco strategies, no one's going to be able to really do a good mid-game rush because they're going eco and they can't really save up a bunch of money without, like, very hurting their income.
Mao getting an extra boomer right there. He's trying to protect his spike pile, which took some damage during that round 15.
Probably, I would not send either side of Mo. Well, maybe I'd send 51 Aliens, probably Mo, but it looks like he's getting ready for either, like, presses or a turbocharge.
Both these players are they're turtling up right here. I think Mao is saving up money to rush, and 51 Aliens is saving up money to defend.
Mao's ecoing blacks at the moment, but maybe he's got more than 1,500 in could rush anyway. Let's see if like Mao stops sending. Oh, Mao did stop sending. Maybe Moab's coming. Moab
There
is
it is.
coming.
Check Moab. Aliens
Here it
gets
comes.
024 Boomer ready. He needs something for the cleanup right here. Ready to micro the Boomer.
Maybe this cleans up. All right, it does clean up.
Good hold from
Good
51
job, 51
aliens.
aliens.
Yep. Now something that's going to become important here in this game, Smiley. Oh, check this out. Check this
Oh,
out. Check this out.
here comes this.
On top
He's
of the
gonna have
Jerry
to send a
Naturals.
lot of rainbows if he wants this to
A
get
lot
through.
of rainbows
I
on
would
top.
probably go for more glaives right now if I were Mao.
This is a huge
Okay, yeah,
rush.
he does.
Headed Mao's way. The spike pile is going to hold, but Mao
And
has
a
a boost.
boost and totem. A boost and totem might be bad. A re-rush could be deadly. Boost
aliens
and
is equal
totem.
yet.
Now he's got neither, so
You think he wants to
I would
rush?
probably like full stop ecoing for Mao here, which it seems he's doing. Here comes
That's
a 45
Moab.
Moab.
The spike pile can tank this
What does he
first one.
do?
If he sends more, that's going to
Turbocharge.
take more action. Mao's going to
All right,
protect the spike
turbocharge is gonna
pile.
defend it. But is he going to send another one once the turbocharge is over? Which I'm pretty sure I've heard that it is a negative trade for sending a fortified mob into like microing turbocharges. So it would only slow down 51 aliens' money. So I don't think that's going to happen. It also seems Mao's going for a spike factor anyway, which would defend pretty much infinite mobs of how much 51 could send. Oh, here comes
Yes.
Moab anyway.
Boosted F Moab headed 51 aliens way. This
And
one's
it seems he's going to
require
turbocharge it.
microwing.
Will it choke the ceramics? Nope, it does not. Sometimes that happens to me.
Yeah. So,
Or it just
Smiley, I'm
run
gonna
by.
echo here. I think it's a point of concern that I have for these guys. Money.
Money?
I feel like these guys just didn't do a lot of ecoing in,
Oh,
in
yeah.
this early game, and it's gonna
51
really kill them.
aliens is like we can see 51 aliens is eco, but he's like kind of rushed a lot and hasn't ecoed the whole game. This is not a comfortable amount of eco to sit on. I don't know what Mao's at, but I've seen him
Oh,
eco
Mao's
like
got
a few
two
ways.
FBFEs this way. This is gonna require some action, Smiley. You see,
Yeah, two
you see Mao
FBFEs.
stopping
I
to
would
build up
probably
essential
here
defense.
definitely just like spam mo presses and then turbocharge it all at the
Spamming
end.
rainbows is 51 aliens on top of the 3 FBFBs. Mao
Oh.
has built 2 of the
Savo,
Moab
he also
presses.
stole
Oh,
the
the
spec
Savo
because he
coming
didn't
out.
need it anymore.
One
Turbocharge.
X4X Boomer. Is it going to be enough? Mao
Two
sold the
turbocharges.
Spike Factory to fund the X4X Boomer.
Oh, wait, the
More
camel's gone.
microwing.
Oh, but that's
Camel
not a good
Purple's
stand
coming
because-
through. The Spike Pile has to hold.
Yeah, Spike
and the
Pile's
DK
gonna hold
Ninja.
it.
And it barely does. 51 aliens
Wait.
coming back.
Oh,
He
51
sent
aliens is
4,
all at it.
5
51 aliens doesn't have any
FOFs.
defense
Now a
left.
Moab coming. 51 aliens
Oh,
this way.
sends back to
The
Moab.
redirect from 51 aliens. Over
Will
to
the
Mao.
will the
Mao
Spike
trying
Pile
to
hold?
defend desperately.
the
He's
Spike
not
Pile
going to
hold?
do it. Mao is going to win.
Spike Pile
Mao is
holds
going to
and
win.
51
No, Mao
aliens
is still
fall.
in it.
Wait,
Mao and
51
51
aliens
aliens
is
are
not
both
dead.
still in it. 51
51's not
aliens
dead.
still in it with 1 life left.
Oh my
But
God.
now the natural purples and the
Will Mao
natural
die
camo
within the next 5
purples.
seconds?
The Meth Moab it's gonna power
Nah,
through.
51 aliens falls
is
down.
finally down. Mao has done it. He held off the rush from 51 aliens. The desperation all out. 51 aliens
Exactly.
sold all of his
51 aliens
defense
tried
and
the
just
desperation,
couldn't
but it
quite
didn't get through.
blast through.
Yeah, Spike Factory is definitely able to hold up a lot of balloons, and I guess 51 aliens underestimated it.
He had a plan,
Two
Smiley. I think he
turbocharges
had a really
too,
good
like-
plan.
Maybe that was... I mean, it was an attempt at a rush, but I probably wouldn't have done it into 2 turbochargers, but... I mean, that's how the first game went.
I think 51 aliens underestimated how much oomph was left in that spike pile. He really wanted to get them camel purples through, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I haven't, like, fully tested, but I think that bottom path, like, Spike Pile could defend, like... It defends a lot of Moabs, and maybe even a full BFB if you let it build up over time to its max.
Mm.
It could definitely defend, like, a bunch of ceramics. It could probably defend, like, most of the ceramic inside from those Moabs.
Oh, wait
Yeah.
a minute. Hey, this
Wait a-
isn't a hum, man.
Wait a second. This
Hey,
is not a home
somebody.
map.
Hey, somebody.
Whoa.
Somebody.
Whoa,
fucking
whoa.
get them.
Yo. 51. Okay, now realizes it. You said hog maps. Why would he pick that?
It's in hum in 3 seasons.
It's in hog in 3
Um,
seasons? I don't think so. I mean, unless it is. It's
Can
in
somebody
hog
type
in
in
3
S
seasons.
in tournament general? Can somebody type in S in tournament general? Because I'm gonna get timed out if I type it myself.
Oh, okay, I typed S.
There we go. All right, teamwork. Teamwork makes
Okay.
dream work.
Oh. Wait, I see what you meant. I didn't know I was doing this. I didn't know I was fulfilling this.
Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, glass empty. How about I get another drink, baby, drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning.
All right. So we're on to game 2. After Mao just held off a very hard charge from 51 aliens. I mean, he sent, again, it was like 3 FBFBs, there was rainbows, there was camel purples, there was,
It was
yeah, that's like
being like the only desperation option he had, but he just had too big of a spike pile to let him through.
I mean, that's like, you know, Smiley, that rush from 51 aliens, that's like when you go to that's like when you go to the Chinese buffet, right? You go to local Chinese buffet, right? And they got all kinds of food, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Right,
unfortunately, I've never been to a Chinese buffet. This is sad.
Man, you got to go to one sometimes, right? You got the
Yeah,
knockoff
maybe.
like cheese pizza, right? You got the matcha green tea ice cream, right? You got the
Sounds good.
American chicken wings, right? And maybe if you're lucky, the place is not run by slave labor. So yeah, there may or may not have been a buffet place near where I lived that was run by Chinese people that used slave labor. That may or may not have
I
occurred.
don't know if there's any in my area. I haven't like seen them.
But yeah. So, anyways,
Anyway, looking at this game, what were there 2 random towers? I'm gonna guess it was Tack and Sub. Actually, it might have been Gwen. Might be Tack and Gwen the random, but hold on, let me check.
this tech spot here from 51 aliens, I'm not sure if I'm going to be a fan of this, guys. Because because that tack, you can harass that tack spot. I'm curious to see if Mao is going to take a chance to do that harassment on round 2 when greens become available.
Yeah, because until you upgrade it to Blade Shooter, if you hit the button,
Look at this button!
Of the attacks are gonna be hit. So, okay, green layer on top of the AI
Yep.
blues.
Got the greens.
There's gonna be a
Blues,
lot
though.
of leaks here.
Oh,
And I also checked the random towers were Tack and Sub, so it seems 51 aliens actually opted for Gwen. And also Mao opted for a door, which feels really, really odd.
that is odd. More rushing from Mao. He's trying to end this game early. Look at this. Space
Oh, yeah.
yellows. Getting the
Space
tack
yellows.
upgrade is 51 aliens
Is
to
this even
defend.
full defend? Not really. A few yellows did get through. I'd probably try it again if I were Mao.
Well, maybe not right now, but I think things are going to get interesting when round 5 comes around. Now, the cool thing that 51 aliens has under his sleeve, Smiley, Gwen Cocktail.
Gwen Cocktail would definitely helps a lot, though. I don't know why 51 opted for Science Gwen, because I never looked into the exact differences, but I'm pretty sure you only go Science Gwen if you have ice in your strat, but I don't know the specific differences. I know the Cocktail works faster,
yeah.
but I think normal Gwen would work anyway, defending like round 5.
I think it's just about getting that powerful Cocktail alongside Reactor. You know, if you're just able to get that Gwen plus that Reactor, and you have Cocktail, if you can threaten Cocktail, right? You have pretty strong defense. 51 aliens. He wants to try and neutralize Mao's rushing power. In that early part of the game, round 13-ish. Round 5 incoming.
Oh yeah, I did definitely forget. But Reactor plus Cocktail like pretty much defends all rainbows for however long the Cocktail lasts. And you also got Maelstrom, so this game's definitely gonna go to at least round 17.
Right. I think Smiley, if we don't see any rushing in like round 13 or so, we're gonna see some balloons fly when it comes to like round 17, round 18,
Definitely.
right? Especially when the button it comes into play, right? And especially too when you think about the effectiveness of the reactor spot on this map, right? It works. It's just not like the best reactor spot in the world, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It does definitely cover a lot. If you hit the button, it also like doesn't shorten it by that much. Like you only would get a little bit of extra track if the opponent doesn't press the button. So maybe it wouldn't even be worth it if you choose to send a Rainbow Rush.
Right. So we did see rushing earlier in this game, but now it is kind of pacified, right? Both these players working on their farms, and now it's kind of one of those things where you be the judge of whether or not, Mao's choice to go for that early pressure was worth it, right? He used the button twice. He took off, 83 lives, right?
It might have been worth it depending on what 51 Aliens would have done anyway, because the early pressure might have made 51 Aliens go for Blade Shooter, which could have slowed down his farm, so maybe it was worth it in the end. But if the goal was to get off lives, then that probably wasn't worth it.
Round 9 incoming, and now Zebra's
Round
headed
9.
51 Aliens' way.
Yeah.
Now
Rainbows,
getting
or
regen
Zebras definitely
Zebras.
won't do anything against 51 because of the Barney.
Oh, Mao's in
from
trouble
when?
here. He's got a Adora
Oh.
3.
Yeah, Mao seems to be in trouble. Okay, 51 Aliens stopped sending,
He's
which
gonna
maybe I wouldn't have done, but
defend weeks. Okay.
no, it seemed right to stop.
All right.
Here's also the problematic thing for Mao. Mao probably has to get up like Reactor and maybe 2 Ballistics, because if 51 Aliens sends a Camera Rush, the Blade Shooter's gonna do nothing until the very end.
Oh yeah.
Or actually, I take that back. That's wrong. Mao can just like Maelstrom a Camera Rush after it reaches the Reactor or just the Submerge.
I tell you what, these guys are playing really skinny. Now Mao gonna check 51 Aliens, forcing the reactor buy on 51 Aliens' side. Oh, Mao's leaking! Mao's leaking!
Oh,
He had to
yeah,
get the
okay, he's got a
reactor.
Reactor. He's chilling.
Eco Rainbow's Smiley, that forced the defense on Mao's side.
Yeah, that force. Like, a lot of defense. 26k, or 2600.
Here's a really contentious point in the game right here, because you know both these guys want to get their farms pre-round 14, but they're also playing a little skinny. Maybe Mao in a more precarious position. Oh, the bank from Mao!
Oh,
Mao
did he
gets the
get that
bank.
bank
51
off
Aliens
in
going to
time?
rush in
Well,
response.
that's least of our worries. Let's see
Huge
what
rush
he
from
does against this
51
rush.
Aliens, and the boost from Mao to defend. Now Mao
Boost,
going to be
defend
off
it.
boost. Will he have the Maelstrom money for the re-rush? Will 51 Aliens go for the re-rush?
We'll see if... Okay, he's going for the re-rush.
Yeah, he's gonna
I
go
think
for it.
he
He's
would
gonna
have
go
enough.
for it.
He could probably sell... Oh, he just buys it there. Did he double-cross that on the bottom? Anyway, 51
get
Aliens
another
is
rush
rushing
right here.
again. He's gonna have to sell Maelstrom.
Oh, the Ring of
Inferno
Fire!
Ring. Or not Inferno Ring, Ring of Fire.
51 Aliens has just been roughed on.
Get roughed on. And yeah, that's gonna defend, like, everything. It would probably defend, like, Infinite Ceramics, too, so probably not gonna see another rush until Moabs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, that's definitely an over-defend from Mao, though. I just... Smiley, I felt like Mao could have defended that without having to get, like, ROF at all.
Maybe a Ballistic would have defended. I maybe would have found it sketchy. I probably would have... Definitely not Ring of Fire. I probably would have just Maelstromed it and let him rush again, because maybe the Maelstrom Echo would have been worth it. Because then you could sell it again for farms, but... I guess because round 17 is coming up, they know they don't have time for farming anyways, so... maybe that's what Mao was thinking.
Okay. Well, anyways, I do like 51 Aliens' position better than Mao's position, just because Mao over-defended that rush sequence. Now it is going to be
maybe
interesting
like
to see...
right now, but Mao is Mao ecoing? Okay, Mao is ecoing now,
Mao is
but Mao
ecoing.
wasn't ecoing for a little bit, so Mao's probably got enough money to like get an overdrive to defend like a mob and a fortified mob.
Right.
Oh, the music just picked up now, startled. Anyway, here comes a fortified mob. Let's see what happens to Mao.
Yeah, both players getting an F
Both
Moab
players getting them.
boost from
It's the
51
boost.
Aliens. How about Mao?
51
Mao
Aliens is the button,
unsubmerges
but
the
Mao
sub,
forgets to
needs
do
Ring
so.
of Fire to clean up, does get it to clean
Ring of
up.
Fire, does it clean them up?
Oh.
Ring of Fire cleans them up. How's 51 Aliens doing?
Another
Oh,
F
wait,
Moab.
Cocktail
Oh
has
no,
six.
51
Whoa,
is down!
whoa.
Aliens
Oh,
is
he's dead.
down!
He is
Oh,
dead
no!
to the Moab. That is not good. Oh, is that the second victory for Mao?
Yep, Mao has just gone up 2-0. 51 Aliens he had the upper hand on that match, I would argue, and just
Yeah.
he was not
I mean,
able to
I would
defend.
argue probably later game, like when it reaches round 20, because Mao had gotten to bank round 13, so that fills round 20, if I'm remembering correctly, which is 14k, which is definitely going to be a lot more money than 51 Aliens had. So if I were 51 Aliens, I probably would have like tried to continuing that game. I would have tried to pressure a lot, because if you cash out that bank at full, then Mao's just going to win the game from there because of money advantage.
Man, so I will say, man, I just looked at the replay here on Twitch, and yeah, 51 Aliens just got really unlucky on the great defend. I think he would have been up quite a bit, and I think even with the bank, all right. So when you think about 1 times 200 bank, or sorry, 1 times 200 farm plus bank, relative to double plantation, right? Bank is better in a passive game in the long run, right?
Yeah.
But there were a lot of variables there that it kind of made it kind of hard to judge, right? Because both players, they had a bit of drain, right?
Mhm.
And
Well,
then
if you have Bank, it only matters if you really die at all. It doesn't matter too much of how much your opponent pressures because you're kind of just relying on the Bank and defending with all the eco money you have. So Bank would definitely lower your eco. It would lower your mid-game farms, but the 14k cash out at the end might
yeah.
just be worth it in that case.
Well, yeah, it's like one of those things where so I did test some simulations, and if you go for bank instead of like double plant, you can expect to get I think it's like 200 less eco in worst case scenario. So
Mhm.
anywhere between 100 to 200 less eco by round 18, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Oh, for which one?
for when you get like a bank
Bank.
instead of
Yeah.
double planting, yeah. So it's one of those things where, like theoretically, the bank should be a better long-term play, right? It's just that you don't
Mhm.
have the utility for the rounds during, right? You don't
Yeah,
have the
it's
liquidity.
Bank is definitely a risky play because it doesn't allow you to have as much money as you should for mid-game defenses.
Right.
But if you have enough money for mid-game defenses anyway, then that's probably why Mao thought Bank was best play there.
Right, right. I mean, it definitely put the pressure on 51 aliens to try and produce a rush to force Mao to early withdraw.
Yeah.
So,
If I were Mao, I probably wouldn't have rushed because I'm just low on because you'd be low on money when trying to save to cash out that bank, and maybe you'd want to
right.
be putting in farms and eco anyway. So if I were Mao, I probably wouldn't have rushed, but rushing seemed to work anyway.
Yeah, it's funny how it works like that. Well, yeah, under optimal play, 51 Aliens does defend that without having to buy too much extra defense. He did get unlucky on the defend. So
Yeah,
I think when you think about it in
definitely.
the long term, right? I think you gotta go passive, right?
Yeah, I probably would have passived if I were Mao, and maybe even passive if I were 51 aliens, because I'm kind of forgetting what were they tower picks from each side?
It
Because
was
it was
tech
tech
sub
and sub.
farm, yeah, but
Tech sub farm. Oh yeah,
51
they
Aliens
farmed
had
both ways,
Gwen.
and then they had like differing heroes.
All right, match
Anyway,
point. Mao
it
is up 2
is
nothing in the series.
2-0. Let's see if this ends right here. Who
All
knows? Maybe
right.
51 was just like warming up, and 51's gonna come back and 3-2 him.
I mean, it's not like 51 has played any bad games, right? He just lost on some pretty he lost on some pretty tough circumstances. So
Yeah, he didn't like play a bad game all around. He just like kind of got unlucky with the last second defenses.
all right. So we got Boat on Alien side and Boomer on
Boat
Mao
begin.
side.
I definitely like to both begin on this map. I like playing fast here, but of course, with random towers, you probably aren't gonna have that to happen.
Hmm.
Although usually I like starting the boat in the bottom right corner of the pool. I think it defends a little better, and then going for the second boat, but, you know, whatever 51 aliens thinks.
All right.
Anyway, what were their random towers?
Yeah.
It was boat and boomerang.
Yeah, interesting. So Boat and
And
Boomerang.
it seems 51 aliens brought along mortar again as the other tower, as a chosen tower.
I can't imagine Mao bringing anything else other than Mortar.
Yeah, I'd have to think for a little bit, but what else could you bring other than mortar? It'd probably have to be a decal if you want to make use of the boomer, so... And you probably wouldn't want to bring sub because you already have boat. Not village. Village would just be bad in this case. Yeah, mortar's probably the best thing to pick.
Okay, so there's a little bit of layering from Mao to try and take some lives off of aliens. Now
Yeah,
just you see
it worked a
some
little
regular
earlier, but...
peaks.
Yeah, there goes a green.
There should be a reasonable level of stall here, so it's going to be interesting to see whether or not. Again, I think big decision right here. Do you go for boat farms or do you go for eco? If you go for eco, you get more money in the long run. If you go for boat farms now, you get better liquidity for the early parts of the game, the rushing rounds, and it's safer, right?
Yeah, it is definitely safer. I think it would be if you can eco like yellows around 7 and then eco a few zebras on around 9, you'd still be able to afford like your mortar defense. So you could probably old eco. Usually I go for like one boat and then chill at that, but maybe they'll opt for no, they're probably gonna opt for a merchant.
They're gonna boat farm. They're gonna boat farm.
Yeah, they're gonna boat farm. Usually you want to do both anyway.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right? I think, man, on a map like this, it's probably a good idea to get like at least one boat farm on your belt before round 14, right? If nothing else.
Usually I do that. Well, usually by round 6, I usually get the boat farm, as we see Mal doing.
Yeah.
And because 51 Aliens is going for the bottom path before the middle path, that probably means it's just going to be upgraded to a merchantman. And I know it's like a minor thing, but I probably would have ecoed whites like the whole way there of how 51 Aliens just did. Just because they're a little more efficient and he had to like temporarily stop.
Interesting perspective. That's kind of tough to call, because this is a map with a fair amount of stall, right?
Yeah, this map's definitely stalled, but with Boomer's very good at anti-stalling. Really,
that is
even
true.
though most Boomer strategies like have eco rather than farm. Well, actually, like half of them probably, but either way, Boomer does a very good job at anti-stalling. So probably going for a boat farm would be a more effective way of investing your money.
Mistake from Aliens, he meant to send zebras the whole time, but sent some purples instead. That's going to cause a little bit of loss of eco.
Send a few purples, and if you're trying to catch back up from a 2-0 being down, you probably don't want to be making those mistakes.
Right. Mao piling on the pressure with these zebras. So is 51 Aliens, but both are able to hold just fine because their boomers being supplemented by extra defense.
Boat seems to be defending these. Will either opt for a rush. It doesn't seem 51 Aliens is at the moment.
Mao's already gotten the more glaives.
So.
Wait, but what about the camo defense?
Oh.
What does Mao have for camo defense?
Where is...
Round 12
okay,
coming
we
up.
gotta see what Mao's camo defense is right now.
Boosted camo purples!
The choke rush. What's gonna happen?
Choke
it is
rush
sub.
here to win the game.
Oh.
And Mao is going to choke boost and defend.
Oh, but even though Mao is alive, notice the boat's gone.
Yeah.
Mao's boat is gone.
That's huge because I'm not sure if he's going to be able to build that up before round 14, Smiley.
Yeah.
And 51
here comes a
coming
bunch.
Back.
Mao did boost last rush, so... Oh, is Mao fine? Mao looks fine.
Very over-eager rush right there.
But Space Ceramics are going to do a lot against it. Okay, Mao goes for Reactor.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that R-Rod, Smiley. I think if you want to try a rush like that, you got to start with the cerams and then pile the rainbows on top. That was a reverse layered rush, and I didn't really do much because of that.
Yeah, I think you should. Well, I guess it doesn't like seem too backwards because the ceramics are gonna force the react.
Oh, look at this! Zebras, Aliens way!
Getting rushed. Oh, those are pushing.
They're pushing, but 51 on the boost is gonna be just fine. But Mao's able to threaten forcing the more glaives from 51 Aliens.
Yeah. Oh, here comes an all-out. This is an all-out. The game ends here, or it ends in 3 seconds.
Aliens. Mao is going to defend.
Oh, wait.
51 Aliens trying again. More cerams, more purples.
Turbocharge seems to defend everything.
And this is all but going to guarantee the win for Mao.
And that is the win for Mao.
On his way to die to the natural whites.
Oh, and Mao was trolling by selling. Oh, wait. Mao shouldn't have trolled there.
They're both kind of trolling here, but it is
wait, no, they're both
for,
like heavy trolling.
Yeah, it's game over for 51 Aliens.
Yeah.
That's a really bad rush decision right there.
Like, could have sent some purples at the end there if, like, to catch Mao, like, trolling and dying due to it, but, you know, Mao deserved to win that one anyway, I guess.
I just really don't, Smiley, I just don't understand the idea of rushing at all there. You're rushing into Boomer plus boost. And
rushing into Boomer plus boost was definitely not the right play there at all.
That was a desperation rush, and it's the thing I get from this from watching tournaments like this, right? I wish these players would play this bad against me in ranked, right?
Yeah, definitely. They all just seem to play significantly better whenever I'm playing against them. Like when I'm watching them from the far side, it's like not as serious of a game, so I can like focus more on what they're doing and what they're making mistakes on, so I know that they're playing terribly. When I'm playing against them, I'm worrying about my own stats. I don't really see like how they're messing up, even if they're messing up at all, and because I don't see what they're doing wrong, I don't think they're doing anything wrong at all.
But anyways, that is the tourney right
that's
there.
the
Mao
whole
takes
tournament.
it 3-0. Smiley, I want to thank you for hopping in the booth with us.
Yeah,
Emil,
you're welcome. I
wanna-
would definitely do it next time if you want to host
Oh
or have me here.
yeah, hell yeah. Emil, thank you for hosting this tournament. Always fun to call the shots for this tournament. Always grateful whenever I get the chance to call these shots. Want to give a shout out to all the players that participated in this tournament. Right?
Oh yeah, including me.
Yeah.
Kind of died early, which was a shame.
So I can make fun of y'all for bozo moves, but then I gotta remember I got less than 50% win rate this season because I actually suck at this game. But
Oh yeah, I also got a less. Well, actually, I haven't checked in a while. Maybe I've improved. I mean, I kind of capped it like a 4K score this season, though I've kind of fallen down to 3880, I think. Hold on, let me check my. Maybe I've improved. Let's see. Profile.
So we're gonna send y'all to.
Nope.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Just barely below 49.6 seasonal win rate. This is sad.
So we're going to send y'all to Ninjayas.
Alright.
And then we'll try and be back next week with more Popology weekly tournament action. So yeah.
All right,
This
see you.
is-
I'll also be there, kind of watching him. I actually have him like open on my phone on the left, kind of AFK, feeding him ads.
So this is Red
Exactly.
Laser Beam signing off. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.
Thanks. I guess it's also me signing off. Goodbye. Smiley the Foot also out.